Welcome to Alpha Mama 2022. So this is our first episode for the year, and I'm actually doing it in December. So it's a pre-2022 season launch episode. Now this morning I woke up, and a couple of years ago during lockdown 2020 I decided to start a passion project, which was Alpha Mama. It was a podcast, and I did the podcast for the year, and then it got to October or November when we came out of lockdown, and all of a sudden I decided to just scrap everything and start all over again. So I thought I was going to do Alpha Mama 2021, and 2021 has been crazy. Why has it been crazy? It's been crazy because I've started my own business. I moved into a new house that we recently purchased. I've got a second innovation business started, which is still in development. So it's been a bit of an insane year. And then on top of that, I'm also building a property, like a new house out on some land I've got out in the country. And my son just finished primary school. So it's been crazy busy. I started seeing someone this year, which is really exciting because I've been single for a really, really long time. So that's also taken up some of my time and attention. And anyway, this morning I got up, and I recently got this new phone, replacement phone, and it was auto logging into my accounts. And it auto logged me into my old Alpha Mama Instagram account. And I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot this even existed. And I thought I'd deleted the account, but obviously it's still out there in the ether somewhere. Who knew? So I must have had it closed and so forth. And then it's basically done. It's still there. It's still there. All I had to do was reopen it. So what is Alpha Mama podcast all about? We are about developing your life vision, cultivating self-discipline, and also building wealth and financial freedom. That's what we're all about. And this is a personal passion project because personally I'm interested in developing my life vision. So when I grew up, I really I didn't have a strong sense of self or a strong sense of purpose in my life, and I also lacked probably a lot of self-discipline, and I had no interest in money or financial freedom or anything. And as I've gotten older, I've realized these things matter, and that if you don't have, I've gone down a lot of windy paths in my life, and been thrown a lot of curveballs. And so what I've realized is if you don't have a vision, if you don't have self-discipline, if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what you want, if you don't have financial independence and financial freedom as well, then you won't have the resources to begin with. So that's important to get where you need to get. If you don't have the discipline, you won't have the stamina and the endurance to get where you need to get. And if you don't have a clear vision or a clear understanding of what you want, then anyone can come in and hoodwink you from any angle and kind of take over your life and sideline your direction. And the thing is, life is short. Life is so short, and it's fleeting, and you could just die at any moment. And I was reminded of this when I was about 33. One of my girlfriends died from cancer, and I was like, wow, that's it. That was her life. That was her story. And it's not over till you're dead, but the reality is you could die any time. You're not special. I'm not special. we don't know when it's our time to go. And so while you're here, why not make the most of it, right? So what is the plan for Alpha Mama 2022? Now, what I've come to learn, so I'm not going to say I'm an expert in anything or anything like that. And I don't actually believe personally that that's the right approach to take towards developing these things in your life. What I've been learning more and more through my own personal journey is that what really helps, or what's really helped me personally on my journey, is to approach life with the curiosity of a small child, and to approach trying new things and learning about success, self-development, building your life, financial freedom, to learn about those things from a standpoint of not knowing anything. Because when we are an empty vessel, we have room to grow. When we open ourselves up, we have space to develop. And it's only, it's really though learning about asking the right questions. What questions do I need to be asking? What are the right questions I need to be asking in my life? And who should I be following? And what should I be thinking about? What sort of stuff should I be letting into my sphere? How should I be, influencing myself, or choosing, what should I be choosing that will lead to the kind of influences that I want to help me develop in my own life? So asking all these sorts of questions, I think's a really great starting point for going on the journey. What I would love to do, I'd love to be in a position where I'm able to interview some people for the podcast that really inspire me, that are amazing. However, at this stage, I'll put the feelers out. I'm going to be looking for those people out there and looking for those opportunities to do that. But in the meantime, what I'll be doing is, there are 52 weeks in the year, and I'm looking at developing life skills, cultivating self-discipline, and building wealth and financial freedom. One of my favorite hobbies is to read books. And so what I'm planning on doing for 2022 is I'm going to start a blog, and I will be blogging a podcast with accompanying material once a week, and you'll be able to download a PDF each week on notes and some theory around what I'm doing. But basically, I'm going to read a book a week, one book per week, and I'm going to share the insights from the book with you. So basically provide you with a summary each week, and that's how we're going to stay on track in 2022 and build some momentum in our lives towards staying on track with where we're going and what we're doing. So that is the plan. On a personal level, I've got some really exciting adventures coming up this year. So we are looking at driving around Australia for 12 weeks this year with my partner and my son. I'm really, really excited about that. So we'll keep going on the road. But yeah, we'll just see how we go, because it's going to be a bit of an interesting journey. And we may have a separate offshoot just for our trip, like a blog just for our trip for that. But I will continue the Alpha Mama podcast journey during that time. So anyway, just to round it off, this is just a little quick hi, I'm back. We're Alpha Mama's on for 2022. Bring it on. Let's get started with our journey for freedom. And that's what Alpha Mama is all about for me. So I am really obsessed with the idea of freedom, having freedom in my life. That's my number one thing. And what I've come to realize and what I'm learning more and more as I get older is that freedom comes from self-discipline. Freedom comes from breaking free of your self-limiting beliefs and challenging yourself through making good choices and taking action. And then being consistent and consistently showing up and consistently doing the work and building the practice on a daily basis until you start manifesting and cultivating and flowering those dreams that you have. So jump on board, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the podcast, check it out. I'm so excited about what we've got coming up this year. I'm really excited to share it with you. And I hope that this personal passion project and this personal journey that I'm going on is going to help inspire you on your personal journey in your life. So bring it on, 2022. Catch you soon. Bye.